Okay, so this morning, Governor Gavin Newsom announced $827 million in homeless funding, with a huge chunk of that coming to Los Angeles.
Alex Michelson is live in downtown LA, where the governor just made that announcement. Alex.
Sandra, Roxia, good morning to you. We're at the Downtown Women's Shelter, which is going to be one of the beneficiaries of all of that money, nearly $1 billion. Let's put those numbers up on the screen for you. We're talking about $827 million overall, $380 million of that for the LA region, $21 million coming for the Riverside region, $12 million for the San Bernardino region. As we look at some video of the homelessness issue, we know it's the biggest issue for the state. If you noticed, Orange County was not on that list. The governor says that they're still working through the application process with that on some of their accountability issues, but that they eventually will be a part of that money coming. But as you know, a lot of people feel like money is not the issue. We've spent so much, billions and billions, on homelessness, and the problem still persists. So I asked the governor about that. Take a listen. Is this really about spending more money, or does something else have to change? And what do you say to people who don't trust that the money will be spent well?
Well, I hope they'll take a look at the specific proposals and what we've outlined here today. I think we've answered a lot of those concerns as it relates to transparency and accountability, as it relates to that accountability manifesting in real action by the state of California. You can talk not just to the two cities that I recognize as it relates to some of our legal actions, but those that we've settled with all up and down the state. We mean business in a very different way than we have in the past. The fact is, as the mayor said, and I applaud her and I applaud the county, you saw a reduction here. You did. You saw a reduction in unsheltered homeless. And that's got to be our... We do everything. No one's naive. But we have to address the conditions on the sidewalks with laser focus and prioritization. These encampments and tents. People are dying and suffering.
When he says a reduction here, he's meaning specifically the city of Los Angeles, which did see a slight reduction in the homeless count last year for the first time in many years. But we know this is a huge problem around the state. And part of the big issue has been a lot of bureaucratic finger-pointing for years. The county saying it's the city's fault, vice versa, all up and down the state. So that's part of the reason why they're trying this as a regional approach. They're giving the money to the LA region, which doesn't only include the city of Los Angeles, but other cities like Glendale and Pasadena and Long Beach that'll be a part of this as well, because as we know, Sandra and Roxia, this problem is huge, and for California for many years it's been intractable.
Okay, yeah, the problem definitely is huge, and absolutely, you look at the sidewalks, it's a mess, people feel unsafe in their neighborhoods. We get all that, but honestly, big portion of the issue is mental health, and it seems like mental health isn't something that is addressed, and until that is addressed, much of this won't get fixed. I mean, is there any talk about how they will deal with the mental health issue when it comes to homelessness?
Well, that's a big part of other things that the governor says he's working on. The state passed Proposition 1 last year, which is a big investment in building mental health beds. There's a care court system, which is a system in place that they're rolling out in the next few years to try to potentially force people into treatment that need it. So that's sort of a separate approach to this. And part of what this money is going to go for, this $827 million, is services for people. And that includes mental health treatment and addiction treatment, because we know that drug addiction is a huge part of this as well. So they say it's a comprehensive approach. We'll see if this is finally effective, because what we've been doing so far, for the most part, has not worked.
That's right. Hopefully this will provide some solutions and answers and help the problem that we're all facing. Thank you so much, Alex.